Listen, my brother's in it. We're live. My brother's in here talking shit. He goes, Ricky, don't let my brother fool you. He was all about James while I was all Team Ricky. Now it's true that those battles when you're a kid, like my brother liked Allen Iverson. I was Kobe. I won that one. You know what I mean?
Say it again.
Shout out to both of guys.
He liked Allen Iverson. I like Kobe.
So what does it mean when it says $4.99?
So Tony Perello, shout out Tony Perello. He's actually paying to ask some questions tonight.
Oh.
He wants to know about the entire college experience for the both of you. So Ricky, what was it like in college?
I loved college. I mean, so I had a really good quarterback in college. Really good quarterback my first 3 years, and then I had a pretty good quarterback my last year. So it was fun. I think just at that age, you don't know anything yet. And to me, at least, college, it was more like a family because you live with everybody. Whereas in the league, after practice, everybody goes home to their family.
Right.
So I love the experience.
Did you love it too? Because I heard your mom say in the documentary, she's like, Ricky was a dog. D-O-G, he was a dog. So college had
Mama
to be,
said that. She spelled it out.
So college had to be fun with the women.
Shout out to Mom.
Like I said, you're young and you don't know. You don't know anything.
You're learning.
Exactly. Reps. Ed said
Yeah,
reps.
We're getting reps. Yeah.
What was your favorite part about like being out in Texas? And obviously you won the Heisman. Discounting that.
It was the tradition. I mean, the reason I went to Texas is there was just a really rich tradition, and I wanted to be a part of it. So when I was growing up, I wanted to be a baseball player, but I started watching college football, Notre Dame on NBC, and just that whole college football tradition thing really got me. And so I was drafted to play baseball, but I told all the baseball teams I need to play college football. And so that's why I chose Texas. Because I saw I had an opportunity to be like a missing piece to a program that had a rich tradition that had been down for a couple of years. And it just fit. I had a chance to start as a freshman, which was important for me. I just felt like I had family. I felt like I
fit
family
here.
experience.
Like this is me.
On my recruiting trip, that was the feel. It kept checking boxes. Like
That's big.
I feel like I could do big things here.
That's dope.
It's crazy to hear everybody. It's just crazy to me, anyways, how close baseball and football apparently is related. I hear a lot of people say, "Yeah, man, I thought about playing baseball, man."
Yeah,
that's surprising to me.
The contracts.
except though I will
The
say
contracts are nice.
The difference for me though, baseball I can't play every day. They play 162 games.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Isn't hockey something like that? They
It's
play
crazy.
Crazy
yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
games.
I need to rest. In the off season.
Yeah. No, yeah, that is a lot of baseball games.
a lot.
I mean, so when you look at the contracts, that's really the biggest difference is the amount of games played
And the guaranteed money.
But I always felt like the abuse you take in football should have always measured up when it came to the contracts.
It's a different kind of abuse. I kind of understand from the owner side we all seen it. Football is a game where you gotta not care about your body. You just gotta put it on the line. And sometimes I seen guys that get that big paycheck, and it becomes a little bit more harder to stay hungry and to put it on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because they got a nice little yacht.
I'm telling you,
nice ride, nice.
When you're
house.
hungry, you don't think about it. When you're hungry, you don't think about that
Yeah.
stuff. When you're comfortable, sometimes those thoughts they creep in.
So, what's your opinion on college players getting paid now?
I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. Because we tried to say for a long time that it's an amateur sport, but you got these coaches, you got the universities making all this money, and you got a lot of these kids struggling. And so to put them in a situation where they're taken care of and they're being compensated for the entertainment they're creating. Also, I think it gives them an opportunity to learn how to deal with money earlier before they're on the big stage. Because again, I think in college, if you have a good program, there's a strong support system around you. And at least for me, when I went to the league and I lost that support system, it was rough.
Now you got Shador Sanders with the Rolly. Yeah, he's sitting there. How y'all feel about Deion taking over?
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it, man. 239 Deion Sanders.
Who's not rooting for him, right?
Deion is like the man. Deion like the god for a lot of us. Like everybody would love to live a Deion Sanders type lifestyle, because he was successful on everything he did.
Right.
And that's the thing about like when you play sports, or you're an athlete, or you just like a confident person.
Yeah.
I win at everything I do, and to see Deion win, I think that makes culturally, I know it makes everybody smile because, when you're sitting there, you can be in any bar, any restaurant, just look at the people, and when Deion wins, man, the culture gonna stand up and go up. Like you love it because I think it has a lot to do with where we come from and the things that you deal with in society, and you start looking at these things like how this man able to come here and transcend the whole university,
everything,
and everything he touches.
Yeah,
It's dope.
I hope those boys know how good they, what it is to
they know
to really play for them.
I wanted to see him stay at Jackson State. I think that was big, but I love what he's
Sometimes
doing.
you're too bigger for certain situations.
Yeah, for sure.
It's too big for certain situations.
Absolutely.
So it's like for him to be at Jackson State, it would not do what it's doing now. Like his impact is bigger than just football. Like I think everybody looking at it from a football standpoint, his impact is bigger than football.
Yeah, he's changing lives. I saw them practicing today, and they were rolling around speakers. The coaches are rolling around speakers.
What do you mean?
To simulate the noise. So he does it a little different. Like they're literally with the trolley.
He actually played. Like if you take anybody that's actually played the game, that's like really into the game, you know the things that you're gonna deal with. So all he's doing is preparing them. As a parent, you prepare your child. Everybody prepares people for what to expect, and once it becomes a reality, you don't react in an unknown way. You react because hey, look, I already knew this was coming. Man, Deion ain't doing nothing but sitting up there showing them the things that he's seen, the things he know. It's like a lot of foresight. He's doing a lot of foresight for those kids. For us as adults, we already know what's going to happen. It's like you live life forward. You live life forward, but you understand it backwards. Mm-hmm. That right there, it holds true because all the things that you've seen, you got experience from. These kids never experienced those things. Right. So all he's doing is just putting it in front of those kids, which giving them a little advice or a little insight on, hey, man, these are things you're going to expect. How are you going to react when this happens?
Yeah. And speaking from a place of experience, too, and he got his boys with him.
Yeah, I was about to say
So
that.
those are all his kids right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's taking ownership of these kids. Y'all are my boys. I love y'all. It's not just.
But he understands the big picture. Like I think his advantage is he's been there, done that, and he understands the big pictures. Like I think everybody like to say Nick Saban. Nick Saban never played ball and played on a high level, so he can't see it from a player's perspective. He can only go so far. He can teach you he's a great coach, he's a great mentor, he's a great teacher, but he has never lived it. Right. It's a difference between somebody who lived it and somebody who's just talking it from what they've seen. So Deion's actually been through those shoes. And Deion says, hey, I want everybody to make some money. I want everybody to go to the league. Everybody's not talking that talk. So he's going to get every recruit, he's going to get everybody that wants to come to that school.
And I like the story he was talking about what he does with his son. He walks the full length of the field there and back. And he walks.
That's balance.
Yeah, he walks.
He's been a father.
Yeah. He walks down the field and he talks to his son as a coach. And then he walks back. I don't know the exact order, but he walks back as his dad. So they walk the next 100 as his dad. You know what I mean? Like talking to him, like how you feel, you good, you everything okay with you.
Balance,
yeah. Which is super dope. It's dope to have that. And I feel like you're gonna see more and more of that, right? Like more and more star players getting to that?
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
What, to get into coaching?
It's gonna be tough to be or to
Deion.
do what Deion does.
Yeah, for sure. That's what the cornerbacks are dealing with right now.
Yeah, Deion is special. It's gonna be tough. I don't think anybody can really duplicate that. I think you gotta look at it and you gotta really like pay homage to it, and you gotta look at the situation and say this is a special situation. I think people can like pick off of it and take little bits and pieces, but it's gonna be hard to like put your whole everything into a situation.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Deion been, if I grew up in the 239 in Southwest Florida, and Deion been doing this for a long time. He started with youth football. He went to Pop Warner. He went to high school, and now he went to college, and now he's at Colorado State. So it's been like a progression. Like, you have to really put in a lot of time and really think about like how he get to that space. He didn't just get to that space to jump and say, "Hey, I'm going to be a coach at college football."
And then off the name, it was he actually went through the ropes and
he did all the things that it takes to get there.
It's
so it's going to be hard to duplicate that unless you're just a committed person from the beginning. I think he was committed from the beginning.
good luck following behind him.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
I think he will open doors, though. I think hopefully we'll see some more African Americans get coaching jobs.
Yeah.
Because I think he's showing that if you do put the effort in, you can create a special connection with the kids.
Yeah.
That even Nick Saban can't
absolutely
recreate.
And we're talking about Nick Saban because that's a powerhouse organization.
But you got to remember, Nick